Trading meme coins with 0.1 Solana. You guys have seen me do this before and I'm gonna do it again. Is trading meme coins with less than $100 even possible? Now the last time I did this was around 2 months ago and the trenches have changed so much. And over the last week, meme coins all went to BNB and now they're slowly coming back to Solana. There's days where I made 100 Solana and there's days where I even lost 100 Solana. But in today's video, I'm gonna be trying to trade with the smallest portfolio possible, which is 0.1 Solana. Now how am I gonna do this? I'm basically gonna have a wallet with 1 Solana so that I can obviously cover fees. And I'm gonna be entering trades with only 0.1 Solana, which is around $19 currently. If I come over to the last year, I've made almost $140,000 on just these few wallets that I have on this Axiom. Now obviously I've made much more, but I just wanted to show you guys that I have been trading for a long time, so the results that you see in this video are from basically an expert. Now before I do start the trading, I just want to answer a few questions that people usually have. First off, can I start with a small portfolio like you're going to show in this video? Now what I would recommend personally is that you guys start with something like $200 or 1 Solana, and then you can obviously enter trades with 0.1 or 0.2 Solana. But if your portfolio is only 0.1 Solana, it's going to be very difficult for your trades to go through and for you guys to actually make money. Most of the time trading meme coins is just scalping, so you're buying, selling within the minute, and this might be very difficult when you do only have 0.1 Solana because your trades actually won't go through. Now the second question is it even possible to be profitable with meme coins? Now obviously if you form your own strategy and you kind of keep on working towards it, well then obviously it's possible to become profitable with meme coins. But a lot of people think that it's something that just comes overnight, but it's actually something you have to practice over and over. And now lastly, what am I going to be using to trade? I am going to be using Axiom, so you guys can find a link down below and use that link if you guys are going to trade, because it'll actually help you get less fees and it'll actually give you money back, which is insane on Axiom. If I come over to rewards on Axiom, you guys can see that I've made over 140 Solana return to me just from using them. Now with that all being said, let's get right into the video and start live trading. Now how am I going to do this? I have a fresh wallet with 0 Solana and I'm just going to be loading it with 1 Solana. And basically we're going to be trying to enter trades with 0.1 Solana and make some money. Now if you guys don't know how to set up your Axiom and you're a complete beginner, I actually do have a video for that, so you guys can check that out after this one. This next part of the video is going to be basically pretty raw, and I'm just going to be trying to show you guys me trading for the next 10-20 minutes and kind of what I look for when I enter trades. Now currently it is the US hours. It is nighttime in the US, and then the EU hours, so they're waking up in the EU, which is Europe hours. So as you guys can see, we have a lot of coins about gold, and then we also have some coins about emojis. I saw a few of these shovel coins, but yeah, gold is the very big topic because gold just hit all-time highs. Obviously we would have want to enter on this dip when it first came out. Goldless coin with chicken stars, don't know what that is. Tough looks like it just nuked, so maybe we can scalp this. Let's see. Yeah, I would have wanted to enter down there when no one else was in here. Alright guys, so I might enter this trade. I just want to kind of keep on looking at the holders, and if we can get a few more holders to get out of this, then we possibly can scalp this, but I don't really want to lose our budget. For now, I think, yeah, it looks like this coin is dead. I'm just gonna turn that away and not look back. Usually when you guys do find a coin and you think it's dead or it has no volume, I wouldn't try to chase the trade. I would just look for things which look like they match your strategy and your criteria when you're trading. The number one thing is you don't want to overtrade. You want to just look for perfect coins that follow your strategy. So right now I'm basically just waiting for a coin to come out. This one might look good actually. First gold coin. I'm gonna try and wait for a slight dip, possibly this sniper guy if he sells. And we're gonna enter and see if we can make a quick flip on this one. There you go. Okay, I'm entering, and let's see if we basically enter the bottom. All right, and it looks like it dumped, sadly. I thought this coin would have been good because it is an original coin. Looks like some people bought it, bundled it a little bit. So right now I'm basically just, yeah, it looks like it got bundled. I'm basically break even because when you enter with a smaller amount, you make much less, and that actually goes for making much more as well. So if I enter with a smaller amount, I'll make way more. And as you guys can see, this was actually a pretty good coin. It is starting to go up. And how do I know when to take profits? Basically, I usually take profits when the volume slows down on a coin. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this coin will actually, keep on going up, but I do really like the idea. It's the first gold coin. We're already up 0.1 Solana almost, which is absolutely insane. Now, what is my take profit? I think I might shoot for a 2x. And like I said, this coin had a very good idea. That's how I knew it was going to be pretty successful. And using my strategy, I'm just going to hold on to this because I do think this coin will either get bundled higher, which is when one person buys a lot of supply, or this coin will actually, hit at least 20K. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. All right, I'm going to sell. So first trade, we made 0.1 Solana. Now, obviously, I don't know if I should have sold. This is a very good coin, and our entry was basically the bottom. This is why I'm saying when you're trading with a smaller portfolio, preferably you want to have 1 Solana so that you could have actually bought more here, because I knew this coin idea was very good. Now, obviously, I probably should have held. I think this thing will go way, way higher. But for the sake of the video, we're going to be taking that quick profit right there. Now, if you guys don't actually have your own strategy, I do have the first link down below. And this is basically a mentorship where I form a strategy with you guys and I actually live trade with you. Now, whether you're an expert or a complete beginner, this mentorship is actually, for everyone. And you guys could actually start to form your own strategy so you could take easy trades like this one that I just showed. Now, sadly, the coin is still going up. I did think it was a very good idea. I'm really hoping that it doesn't just end up, at 1 million randomly. We do have some people selling. I'm honestly just going to X this coin out because we do not want to chase. Like I said, when you guys take a trade or any of that, you usually want to just close it out and go on to your next trade. As you can see, it's still showing up here, but we're just going to be ignoring that for now. Now we have gold pickaxe. You can't mine gold with a shovel. The pickaxe is here to help. Ooh, that might be a good coin actually. I think I want to wait for a dip. This guy is a scammer. Now, as you guys trade more and you kind of see these devs launching coins, you'll realize a few of them are scammers. Now, this guy, I've seen him bundle and scam a lot of coins. As we could see, it happened. He's probably the one that owns almost all the supply. We can clearly see it is bundled and there's a lot of insiders. So we're literally just not going to buy the coin purely based off of this guy being a scammer. And as you guys trade more, then you'll kind of recognize patterns of people who are scammers. Now, as we can see, this coin is 2x. Dang. So now I'm just going to be waiting for at least 1 or 2 more trades. I'm just trying to get these smart trades which are quick and easy, 2x's. And this coin looked like it absolutely popped off and then rugged. The mouse has stashed 36 months ago. Oh, okay. So it was a Tolly tweet, which is a very famous guy. I usually don't trade any famous people's tweets because they're very volatile. Like you could see, if you were to buy this coin when it came out, you would have lost 60% or more of your investment. So I usually don't actually trade tweets. So for now, I'm just going to stay away from that. And we're going to be looking for another coin. I don't know exactly what Chicken Stars is. Gold. I actually did like the idea of pickaxe, but we just got to be so careful. Oh, and look at that. I knew this coin was getting bundled. Absolutely rugged. Maybe we should have bought the dip, but honestly, our sell was pretty bad compared to all-time highs. But, this was the risk. I knew this was bundled, like I said. And honestly, it might be a good thing that we sold that. Onto this coin. Why is it dumping so much? Looks like no one is actually trying to push this coin, so I'm just not going to look at that coin. This one is kind of dead in volume. And when you're trading with a small portfolio, you usually want, sub 8K entries, and the reason is because the multiplier will be much more. This might be a good one. I'm just wanting to have it go much lower. It's the issue. Let's see if we can wait for someone to sell this one. Okay, I'm entering both of them. Now hopefully one of them sends. I'm basically splitting my investment. I have 0.1 Solana in this one, 0.1 Solana in this one. And let's just see, okay, this one dumped. Let's see if this one can go back up. Yeah, it seems like both of them are dead. Oh, this one pumped. They're all just pumping and dumping. I want to wait for at least, you know, a 2x on one of these. I think I'm just gonna leave both of them alone for now, and we're just gonna keep on waiting. Yeah, they seem to both be pretty dead. This one might actually pop off just because it has a community, and then this one is the OG, so this one might do pretty well as well. But honestly, I don't see any motion from either. So we're gonna be taking a 0.02 loss on this one, and this one seems to be going up. So it's so annoying because the fees make it very hard to trade. Now obviously you guys probably know that if you do trade with a small portfolio, the fees make it so hard to trade. Now a good way to actually make this, you know, less for yourself is come to presets, go to buy settings, and you're gonna make the auto feed down, and you're just literally gonna have that. That's, you want the lowest fees if you're gonna be doing this. And then sell, you also want to just turn it off and have these as your priority, you know, 0.001. You could even do 0.0001. It's honestly like how much money you don't want to lose, but obviously you're going to be getting filled much slower if you're doing that. So I'm just going to be putting both of these on. Now normally I am trading with much more than this, so I'll be using this one, priority 001, and then bribe 001. And then we'll be doing the same with these. Now this is just going to make sure that our fees are the lowest, and I really want this thing to just pop off one more time and at least get us like to 12k, which would be a nice 2x. No way. Oh wait, goldless coin. Dang, we really saw this at like 14k. It's only a 2x though. Yeah, it looks like this one might dump. I'm just gonna hold it and fully see, because we're entering with, you know, 20 bucks. We're not entering with a crazy amount, so we're able to hold it for longer. Yeah, look at that. So we're up 25%, which is only 0.026 sol. It's pretty hard, but I'm literally fully just gonna wait and see. Hopefully we can get someone to pop it off to at least 12k, but for now I'm just not gonna be touching it much. Maybe set a limit up here just in case we miss the, oh, and it seems like this coin is dead. So I think the meta is pretty dead. Yeah, even the other one died, so we're just gonna sell this for a loss. But as you guys can kind of see, we are basically trying to take trades and we're trying to hold them for more than 2x's. Now the reason we're doing this is because when you're trading with a smaller portfolio like this, you literally can only basically, you know, hold for more than a 2x due to fees. So when you guys are doing this, you want to make sure you're trying to hold it for more than a 2x. Alright guys, we do have this coin right here. It's called, literally called coin. So they coined on BNB. Okay, I'm just going to be waiting. These coins might be good for when they get like high volume like this, for a quick scalp. If it does come down, obviously, then we might be able to scalp that. But we just really want to be careful. And this one kind of reversed actually. Wow. The one that rugged hit a 2x. We weren't there for it. Yeah, this chart looks super bundled, the way it kind of spiked up all the way to 15k from the bottom, and then, you know, it's just kind of steady. This looks very bundled. I would either predict that it, you know, absolutely rugs, or it keeps going higher because the bundle, but this is very high risk. And like I said, when we're trading with this kind of amount of money, we don't want to really take high risk plays. We want to take plays that we know will go up. All right, yeah, like I said, this one might just bundle pump, which is a very common, but it also might rug. It's just high risk right there. We don't want to touch that. I feel like I actually like this coin. We did sort of miss. Oh wow, this one is a scam though. Yeah, look how volatile and like ruggy this coin looks. Just goes up a bunch and then absolutely shoots down like 50%. Stuff like that you don't really want to enter. Silver coin, this might be a good coin. Looks like a scam once again. Shot up to around 10k, which usually means it is pretty heavily bundled, as we can see here. Now this coin might give us a nice entry if we can get it lower. Oh yeah, wow, this coin is popped off. I feel like we might have missed our entry on this one. It's ripping. I think think I might try and enter if the coin does come down to here, at least to like 8K. I'm gonna try and see if we can snipe it. Right now the volume isn't super good. Now if you guys do recognize that the volume isn't really good for you, well then you probably do not want to be trading when it isn't that good. This coin looks like so weird though. This guy finally sold that we were tracking. Yeah, it looks like we might get our entry down here. There you go. I'm gonna enter and see. That was the bottom right there. Let's see if we can hit a quick flip, hopefully. This might rug actually. This is high risk right here, but you gotta risk it sometimes. What I'm aiming for would hopefully be to break the highs. Yeah, this is a rug. Another rug. Oh, another rug, sorta. Let's see what happens. I'm literally just hoping for a pretty big bundle buy, and I'm just gonna sell it pretty quick. Now another good way is to actually, you know, be active in the community if you want the coin to go up. Yeah, it looks like this coin might be done though. 79 holders, so it's pretty bundled too. I just wanna see if we can get a quick bounce up to at least, you know, 13K would be really nice. So I'm just gonna kind of have that there. Let's see, maybe we can set a limit. Try and hit a quick flip right here. Quick scalp. It's so hard to trade with such a small amount. Yeah, this coin might be done. Oh, wow. So it just rugged. Now there's a couple key ways or reasons that I knew this was gonna be a rug. Like I said, the crazy spike in the beginning, then it kind of dumped and then spiked again. Now this is all just literally like made up volume, like bundlers, all that. So you usually don't want to buy coins like this, and also it's pretty low volume right now. But as you guys saw, we were able to take a few trades. Now it was these 4 trades right here. The first one we made $11, then we lost $3 and $11. Now this is just the reality with trading. It is pretty hard to trade, you know, in low volume with a smaller portfolio. And luckily in our last video we were able to catch a 6 sender, which actually like 6-7x, and we were able to make like 1 Solana from 0.1 Sol. Now if you guys do think that sounds interesting, make sure you watch the video right here, and I hope you guys have a great day.